Usually because the drags are so tight, anything more than about 20 metres and you expect to see a huge fish. But this one seems to be settled down now. Maybe he did all his fighting in the first run.
It's a banana sandwich, that friendly fishing companion. It was just good to get off the edge of the reef knowing that we weren't going to get it taken across the coral.
Something strange going on here, because the initial run of the fish looked like a hot fish. Then now all of a sudden it was just coming in like a kitten. Now it's just woken up again. I'm not sure if it didn't even know it was hooked. It's just woken up.
You know, when it's towing the boat backwards.
Just go easy on him there, mate. I think he might hit the tail. See all the tail kicks?
Yeah. I think you might be right, actually.
There he is out there.
Oh, man, could he?
Yeah, it looks like a nice fish.
Could be rain, could be just tail wrap, but you see it's really weird.
Beauty.
Nice fish.
That's a really good fish, mate.
Fish. Bails off.
What a great birthday present for Mel, catching a fantastic GT.
Yep. And that fish has absolutely engulfed that lure. Look at that popper.
Next, Chris took us to one of his favourite spots on the reef. No more than 3 pops and I was hooked up. After a sizzling run, I pretty quickly had the GT under control. I was quite lucky I hooked it in an open area and it did not have a lot of reef to rub me off on.
Pretty tight.
Yeah, just let him go, he's only a little fella.
Nice fish.
Getting all the little ones out of the way. We quickly released my fish and got back into casting. All of a sudden, all hell broke loose, as both Mel and I hooked up at the same time.
Yep.
We had 2 fish on at once.
Come on. Mackerel. Yep.
Oh, double bending.
Yeah.
Come to the back, mate, if you can. Right. Yep. Honey hole.
Hey. I thought it was a mackerel. It looked like a mackerel went right across, but that could have been swimming away. Could be GT. Yours looks like a good one, mate. Not happy. Little fella.
footy. Little GT.
Come on, mate. You're getting smaller. Oh my god. I'm sorry to say, that's the smallest GT I've ever seen.
Yeah, we're in the kindergarten, mate. This is your honey house.
Fortunately, the fish weren't monsters, and we managed to land both of them.
Nice little GT.
Again, we moved off to a new spot to see if we could find any bigger fish. Part of GT fishing is constantly moving and fishing new water.
It's always the same. Just when you think things are quiet and you're just having a chat on the radio, you get caught out. Mal's hooked up for his third fish of the day, and by the bend in his rod, this is a good fish. Yeah.
That's it, mate.
On recovery time at this level. Mel was having a great birthday, and the bananas definitely backfired.
Nice fish.
Oh, Mal.
Nice fish, mate.
Good fish. Beautiful.
Yeah.
What's it called?
I'd call that a good 20,
Nice. That's a solid
22
fish.
kilo.
No, we haven't been hijacked. Part of the sun protection that is used is a buff that covers your face and neck from the sun's reflective glare off the water. Day 3 of our adventure. Again, conditions were fantastic, although a little overcast, but this didn't seem to bother the fish.
Yeah, one on it. Got him.
Double.
When fighting a GT, it is essential that you keep the pressure on the fish the whole time and don't give it any slack line, because the barbs are removed from the hooks, and to make it easy to release the GTs unharmed.
Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good, mate. You all right? Yeah, he stopped running, that's fine. You had a hit too, Carlos?
Yes, I have it. He's not smiling yet, but he will be soon.
Two other essential pieces of fishing equipment are fishing gloves to stop your fingers from getting cut by the braid or blisters from rubbing when fighting a fish, and a rod bucket to prevent the butt of the rod from causing injury in the groin or stomach.
Well done, Chris. Thank you. You want a photo or anything?
Yeah, we'll get a photo for sure.
We don't want any.
Nice fish.
Thanks, Chris. Let him go, eh?
Yep, throw him over.
The bite was on, and Colin hooked up again straight after releasing his fish.
Oh, yep, you're on. Keep hopping. Got him.
Yep. Yep.
Real good, guys. It's coming.
With that line tight, that's it. Good work.
You want to come down with you? I'll come down on the back of this thing. You're right.
He's right, mate. Good luck. Makes the hands look like it.
It's a nice fish. Yeah.
This one's playing with you.
Yeah.
That works. Oh. You can see colour down there now.
Oh, that's a bigger, all right. That's what, 20, 30?
Check now. 20 odd.
20.
Fantastic fishing this morning, guys. Number 2 in 10 minutes.
The territory we're fishing today is different from the last couple of days in the fact that we're fishing single individual bommies or pieces of reef. They're not connected to a big long structure. So the fish have got, that's where they're going to live, and there's only a small area for them to live. Oh yeah!
Oh,
Yep, yep.
Jesus. You're right, just
Yep. One cast, one pop, one strike. This fish was working me over good and proper. It seemed to have a lot more power and intensity than the others I'd caught. All I could do was hang on and hope.
try that setup from the table. Keep doing that, Carlos. That was good.
By the time I had the fish tired, I was pretty shattered, and I was glad when Chris took the leader.
Nice fish. Oh, yeah. 60, 30 kilo. Oh, nice fish. Good fish, mate.
30.
30.
Goes 30 on the scales.
Yeah,
Well done,
30.
man. Well done.
That was a good fish. That one had some boogie.
That's it, just like
Yeah.
that. Nice fish.
Now that's 30 kilos of elusive reef trevally. And the scary thing is they can get to almost double this size.
The cloud lifted and we moved on to a new spot. As we were gathering some underwater footage, one of those truly unique events took place as Darren, our underwater cameraman, was filming some lure action when he was confronted by a humpback whale and its calf. He grabbed the opportunity to film these great whales, as they seemed as interested in him as he was in them. At no time did he approach them, while we sat in the boat and watched the calf playfully swimming around in front of the mother. You can clearly see the remora or sucker fish that use their suckers on top of their heads to hitch a ride with large fish, sharks and whales. Whales are incredibly graceful despite their immense size and just glide through the water with ease. Although not aggressive, a hit from a fluke or a tailfin could prove fatal. Darren stayed close to the boat and the baby whale kept swimming past him. It was very interested in him. As quickly as the whales appeared, they disappeared, giving all who had witnessed it something to talk about at dinner. Meals on board the Odyssey were always something to look forward to after a long day casting lures and fighting fish.
Then you put a sausage on. Beautiful. See, what incredible.
To say you eat well would be a bit of an understatement. Fresh seafood was always the highlight of the menu. It was the last day of our adventure on board the Odyssey, and the team were keen to get amongst it. By now, everyone had caught some great GTs and had a lot of fishing stories to share. Chris, our dickie, soon had us in some fishy-looking water, and we were soon into our regular routine of casting and retrieving.
Oh! Got him?
Down.
Christian was smashed by what was obviously a huge fish.
One down.
Here he comes.
After a pretty quick fight, the fish was boatside and continued to fight for another 5 minutes.
Go easy on.
He's a beauty.
That's a solid fish, man.
He's a beauty.
Chris grabbed the leader, and with a flick of its tail, the big GT managed to get free. And there were a few tense moments as it nearly broke the rod underneath the boat.
Okay. Okay.
Go easy, go easy. Oh, yes! Oh, man.
Beauty.
That's a 40. Yeah, that's a 40.
Well done, team. Well done, Chris.
Look at the size of this thing. Okay.
This way. Got him? Yep.
This was a fish in the 40-kilo bracket.
Yep.
Down here, boy.
Okay.
That's it, like that.
Okay.
Got him?
Yeah.
Lift him up to your face.
No worries. Woohoo! Beautiful. What a
Hold him right up like
what a
Tail
fish. Incredible. What a fish. Thank you. Thanks, Chris. You're a hero. 35?
35.
Beautiful. Over she goes. Next year, be 45. Yeah.
Just a couple of casts later, Christian and Carlos hooked up at the same time. Chris had to work hard to keep the fish apart so that the lines would not cross and break. Fortunately, the fish ran off in different directions and Christian got his fish to the boat quickly, while Carlos's fish was hanging down deep.
Some colour. Colour. Baby.
Let him go.
Yeah, yeah. Close. What a beauty. Thanks for the
done,
fight.
mate.
Thanks for the fight, buddy. See you next year. Hang on, go.
Carlos's fish started to hit the afterburners and was really putting some pressure on the tackle.
You for afternoon tea, fella. Nearly there. Nearly there.
Outside, see the paper in the back.
Carlos has been on this fish for about 15 minutes now. This is quite a long fight. And